Good day. This is Leadership TV News. I am Nefisat Abdurrahman. Presidential candidate of the Labour Party in the 2023 general elections, Peter Obi, has returned from a visit to the Vatican, where he attended the recent inauguration ceremony of Pope Leo XIV. In a statement on his X handle on Monday, Obi described the trip as deeply reflective and clarified that his participation in the ceremony was not political and should not be interpreted as such. I have just returned from the Vatican, and it was a deeply solemn and reflective visit. My participation in the inauguration ceremony was in line with my previous witnessing of inaugurations, swearing-ins, and official ceremonies across the world. This was no exception, he said. He added such occasions carry profound moral and spiritual significance. There was never a political event and should remain untouched by politics. Some moments are best reserved for quiet contemplation. Obi noted that he did not attend the papal audience and as such did not meet Pope Francis personally. He explained that the audience was reserved for the heads of state and accredited diplomats. Earlier on Sunday, President Bola Tinubu, Obi, and a former Ekiti State Governor, Dr. Kayode Fayemi, has met briefly at the installation mass of the pontiff. The encounter drew attention on social media after it was shared by presidential aide Bayo Onanuga on X. Kano State Governor Abba Kabir Yusuf has sworn in retired Air Vice Marshal AVM Ibrahim Umaru as Commissioner for Internal Security. The swearing-in ceremony took place during the 28th State Executive Council meeting held at the Government House, Kano, on Monday. Before his elevation to the new role, AVM Umaru seemed as the Director General of the Directorate of Special Services at the Kano State Government House. Governor Yusuf charged the new commissioner to discharge his duties with utmost honesty, integrity, and dedication to the protection of lives and property in the state. He emphasized the need for strengthened collaboration among security agencies to address rising security concerns. Leadership TV reports that AVM Ibrahim Umaru brings decades of military experience from the Nigerian Air Force to his new position. Still on the news, the family of Oba James Dada Ogoyonda, the Obalohun of Okoloke, held captive by kidnappers, have appealed for help to complete the 50 million naira ransom demanded by kidnappers to free the monarch. The Obalohun of Okoloke community of Yaba West local government, Kogi State, was abducted from his palace by 2 a.m. last week Thursday. A source from the palace who contacted our correspondent on phone debunked the media reports that the ransom have been reduced by 12 million naira by the abductors. As at yesterday, Sunday, we as family members have raised the sum of 25 million naira, but the kidnappers are insisting on the 50 million naira. They originally demanded for 100 million naira. Our major frustration as a family is that some politicians who are our friends and cousins have abandoned us in the struggle to save the life of the traditional ruler, especially members of the National Assembly from Kogi West and of Kapa region. Some of them have even blocked our lines, and we are no longer accessing help from expected quarters. On the sports scene, Victor Osimhen continued his record-breaking season in stunning fashion as he scored his 7th goal in 6 games to help Galatasaray secure their record extending 25th Turkish Super League title on Sunday. His clinical strike in the 3-0 win not only sealed the league crown but added to the Turkish Cup triumph he helped deliver earlier in the week, completing a memorable domestic double for the Istanbul Giants. The 25-year-old has now scored 25 league goals this season, moving 3 clear of his closest challenger with 2 matches left in the campaign. Osimhen has amassed 36 goals across all competitions for the season, his highest ever tally, while also contributing 7 assists, underlining his evolution into a more complete forward. This marks the most prolific and productive season in Osimhen's club career and reinforces his status as one of Nigeria's most dominant attacking exports in Europe. On the entertainment scene, the Kano State Censorship Board has suspended 22 Hausa film series for violating censorship regulations. The suspension was contained in a statement issued on Monday, where the board said the affected films were released without undergoing the mandatory censorship process. Executive Secretary of the board, Abba El Mustafa, approved the suspension following a management meeting and consultations with relevant stakeholders. According to Abdullahi Suleiman, information officer of the board, the suspended titles failed to comply with requirements mandating all films to be submitted for approval before being produced, marketed, streamed, or broadcast. Among those suspended include popular titles such as Dakin Amaria, Labarina, Gwargwashi, Dadin Kowa, Gidan Sarauta, and Manyan Mata. Leadership TV reports that the titles and questions are among the most popular with the audience. The board warned that failure to comply with the stipulated time frame would attract legal consequences. It also called on television stations and the Nigerian Broadcasting Commission to support its efforts in ensuring compliance with censorship laws and promoting professionalism in the Kannywood industry. And that's it on Leadership TV News. For more of our news stories, you can log on to our website on www.leadership.ng. Many thanks for watching.
Thank you for watching. For sponsorship and advert placements, please contact 080-3688-6158. Last Word Leadership Podcast Studio. You have the last word.